Well, we have made it to a new region. So surprise, surprise, there is a new character that I would like to pull for. And luckily, I think we actually have a pretty good amount of pulls for this because Woowa gave us a bunch of free pulls for some reason. I actually do not remember why. So that should hopefully mean we can get Lynae today. Although, while I do have 83 pulls almost, I am at 2 pity and on a 50-50. So we will be able to get a 5-star at least, which tends to be the case with most of our videos. We can at least get a 5-star, but we need to win that 50-50. And also I would like to get her weapon, but I don't know about that. Also, when did they tell us that they were doing a collab with Sonic the Hedgehog and Persona? When was this announced? Because I don't remember anything about this, but we can get Sonic and Shadow motorbike skins and Persona character skins. I do not know any of the Persona characters, but we can get motorbike skins based off them. Sure, okay, why not? So let's just jump straight into these pulls then, and we get luck hopefully, because I'm gonna need a bit of it. 4 stars, don't care about. As usual, they are all S6, I believe. So if it's a 4-star, I don't care about it. 43 pity, we are still seeing the purples. Oh my god. Quad 4-star, okay. That's something, and they're all different characters. And Booling's not even on the banner. I think she's the only 4-star I actually want copies of, because I believe everyone else is already S6, but I'll happily take a Booling S1. So I think this has to be the 5-star, because this is like almost hard pity. So this has got to be, okay, it is a 5-star. Okay, perfect. Why is it always so late in the pools? I hate it. Okay, new character, please.
Hey, Woolies.
I'm actually so done with it. I swear to God, every time I do one of these videos, I lose the 50-50. I don't think I've won a 50-50 in forever. So out of the 4 limited 5-stars I've got, 3 of them I lost a 50-50 to. So that's great. I guess we just do another 10 pull and use up all the asteroid I have. So unless I see a 5-star right here, we are in for some fun farming stuff. That's lovely. Although, you know what would be really funny is if I get her weapon. Although we're at 0 pity on the weapon banner, the chances of that are pretty much 0. Good thing there's a new area because I need to do a lot of exploring. Also, now my encore is S3. God damn it. I actually find it so funny. Out of all of the times I have lost 50-50s, I don't have a single, I don't remember his name, the lion dude, Lynae. Out of all of the times I've lost my 50-50s, not a single copy of him. Not one. But then I have S1 Calcharo, S3 Janshin, S3 Verena, S3 Encore. Yeah, I don't have a single one of Lynae, which is really funny. But I'm not complaining because I'd never use him. What I am complaining about though is the fact that now I need to go do a bunch more stuff because I have 0 pulls and pretty much 0 pity. Although luckily, as I mentioned, we do have an entire new region and a very, very, very large amount of events that I can work through. While we are here though, I want to go get the motorbike, which I believe I need to continue the main story quest for. Speaking of the main story quest, the intro to Lynae was like just an actual movie. Like you were barely actually doing many controlling in there. It was just straight up a movie. It looked so good. I was so hyped for it. And I continue to be hyped because Lynae, it looks sick. So I'm going to go get a motorbike and then I'm going to do a absolute ton of exploration. We are 100%ing this new area in like a day and a half. Wuthering waves, I found a thing. You missed a bit of texture. There's supposed to be a wall there. I also can't help to notice that there is no gliders available here. Why? That's like my #1 means of travel. Although I do suppose we are getting motorbikes, so I probably will just use motorbikes. It is motorbike time. Let's go. I really hope they let us modify it, not just the color. I would love to join Lynae in putting turbos and brakes and suspension and modifying the hell out of it. Although I do not believe there is anywhere in here to modify it. We get some armor and RAM. Why does the motorbike have RAM? We can, however, put some liveries on it. So for now, god damn, they're actually kind of sick liveries. That looks kind of sick. Now, how do I drive said motorbike? Aha, here we are. I'm actually really surprised on these motorbike physics. For keyboard and mouse physics, they're actually not the worst. Normally keyboard and mouse have questionable driving physics, but these aren't actually that bad. You know what I really hope they do at some point with these motorbikes is give us like custom livery editing. So like we can make our own custom liveries. Because at the moment, I believe they just have some presets and then we can just pick what we want on the left side, the right side, and the top bit, the seat, and that sort of stuff. I think it would be really sick to have a custom livery editor, although I could definitely see how that could introduce some issues, giving the community free will to put whatever the hell they want on the side of their motorbike. Although it would be pretty sick. Do like a Forza Horizon type of thing. Oh, well, there we go. We have now done a bit of the quests and got my motorbike, which means now I've got to go do a bunch of farming. So I shall see you in however long it takes me to go get many more astrite. Well, turns out that was only like 4 days because I spent many hours every day farming, and now I have 100%ed every single area. We don't talk about the quests yet. I did the main quest and that is it. And then I've done a few of the events in here, which has given us 6,792 astrite plus 5 pulls from the login event, giving us a grand total of 47, which I mean isn't that bad, I guess. And seeing as we are at 15 pity at the moment, hopefully this will give us enough pulls to get our guaranteed Lynae. And then, I mean, I can try for a weapon, but I don't think I have the pulls left over for it. So I guess without further ado, we're just going to jump straight into the pulls. So this will be 25 pity, and I can do one more 10 pull, which should give us our 5-star. Oh no. Not this again. So, I mean, we should see a Lynae soon. So I'm just going to buy one of them because that brings us to a nice even 60 left. Please, 5-star? Great. Okay. I still need to get this video obviously edited, and we leave for Japan in a day, so I don't really have time to do any more farming, which means I'm just gonna use a couple of these, just do one at a time, and just hope we see a 5-star soon because this has taken us way too long. This is 2 accounts, this account and pistols only. I have lost 50-50 and then gone super late into pity, which is not appreciated. I love Lynae, I want to actually get Lynae, but oh, there we go. That's like 60, too many pity. And we're guaranteed. So, finally, there is Lynae. And I'm not even gonna look at the weapon because we're not even close to pity. So there is literally no point. I am hopefully going to be getting this weapon at some point, and it is crit damage with pretty decent sub stats for Lynae. So hopefully I can get that at some point on here, but I will probably just use the Lynae on static mist for the time being, because that is the only 5-star pistol I have. And now we get the fun bit of building her. So as I said, we're just going to throw on the static mist for the time being. Echoes, I actually think I have farmed a few, so I might be able to do something, except they're going to roll bad, so probably not. But I have been doing a little bit of pre-farming for her. This piece could be good. Crit damage, please. And we don't see very good pieces, but I mean, I guess we have some pieces. So we can just get Lynae on a kind of okay build. I will come through and fix these up later, but we are here, so I might as well try something. Well, there is a kind of scuffed build for now. It will definitely need some work, but at least she's on a proper set. Her weapon is obviously already level 90. So now we just need to do Lynae's levels and her fortes. But in terms of levels, apparently I did get some of her flowers, probably just from 100%ing everything. So we just need a few more flowers to go up to level 80 and 90. And I do believe there are a few of these. This shouldn't be too bad, especially with the motorbike's instant pickup. So there we go. There is all the currently available flowers farmed, which gives us 60. And that should be enough. So level 80 and level 90 didn't even need to do any crafting. Perfect. I am just going to leave her in the rupture form, and we're going to focus on her forte circuit and then her burst. I have been thinking about what characters she could work with the best on this account, and I mean, she does help out burst damage characters, so I could probably use her if I want to make my Cheshire do a bunch of burst damage. Or we just the same as pistols only and I put her with Carlotta. Could also use Shang Liao because I haven't used him in a bit, but I don't think there's too many other people that do a lot of burst damage that I currently have. Unless I'm entirely forgetting someone, which I very well could be. So we're just going to get everything up to level 6 for now because I don't have any boss drops apparently. Oh, whoopsies, probably should have farmed that. That being said, I probably have some supply crates I could use, but we'll start off by doing a boss run, and then we can use supply crates if I don't have enough, which I most likely won't. We do actually have Lynae on a build, so let's put her in this team, and let's see if my Chisa can do big burst damage, because I just feel like it'd be kind of funny to build full DPS Chisa because she can already do pretty good damage on a burst. So we're going to do Shorekeeper first, I think. Then we swap to Lynae, boom, do that. We do skill, echo, we do heavy attack, jumping attack thingy. We do that, and then I don't have her burst. She probably needs some more energy regen, and then Chisa burst. And we do 80,000? Excuse me, Chisa. You're supposed to do more than that. This boss has Havoc resistance, doesn't it? Probably. We did just absolutely destroy it with the Tune Break thing, though. Tune Break, please. Boom, 60,000 and a 70,000. Not bad. Not as good as Pistols Only, but Pistols Only has a better built Lynae, plus she has a signature weapon. Ooh, that did 118,000 though. That's not bad. 96,000 as well. You know what? 118 from Chisa against the boss that I believe has a resistance to Havoc. That's actually pretty good. Also considering she is not built as a DPS, although she does have a crit weapon and she's running a Havoc set, so she's kind of doing damage anyway. You know, it's a crit damage, double Havoc, attack, 87% crit rate and 256 crit damage, so it's kind of DPS anyway. But, you know, that wasn't bad. So now we can go get Lynae's Fortes all sorted. So there is all the extra bits and bobs all activated. Then we'll bring the Forte circuit up to level 10 if I am able to, which I won't be. What about supply packs? We could only get 5 from supply packs. So I'm just going to get 1 so I can get this Forte circuit maxed out just like that. And then I guess I'll have to go wait for the boss to reset to get these up any further. But the Forte circuit, her main one in it, is maxed out. I'm going to turn this one into a crit rate instead of crit damage, because if I end up using that new standard weapon, I will want a crit rate main stat. And this one actually rolls pretty good. That one is also pretty good. Unfortunately not double crit, but it's got 4 stats that I want. Just replace that liberation with crit damage. It would have been perfect. That piece is it's got double crit though, so I guess I'll take it for now. I mean, I can sort of fix my Lynae's build. I am going to be putting her on this piece because it looks nice. We do have a ton of crit rate then, so probably actually, you know what, no, I'm going to use this one because I want the crit damage. Then this piece, we can swap that out for a better one. Same goes for this one. And then the one cost, we can't really do anything about it, but we have some slightly better pieces we can swap to. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but 70 to 221, 139 ER, 2000 attack. So now, because I kind of want to change it up and not just do the same thing I do every video and just do build and then test out, I kind of want to do something a bit different. What that is, though, that is a great question. I don't know, it's just too easy to do basic testing. The formula works too well just to go here and run Tower of Adversity to see what her damage is. So I am going to do exactly that, but this time I'm actually going to try to complete all of it, not just do a bit of testing and then leave. Because I haven't run this since it reset, and I probably should. So we're going to start here because I can just use my Camellia team with Rochia, and I use Sanhua because I don't need more buffing. Save the buffers for the teams that actually need the buffing. My Camellia is S6, we don't have problems. It doesn't really work super effectively because Sanhua's not really doing anything for the team except for buffing Rochia, who doesn't really need the buffing. But whatever, kind of works, I guess. The only thing I am missing is a healer, which can sometimes be a problem with my lack of dodging skills. But then we just do 360,000 with Camellia with basically no buffs, so it doesn't really matter. Oh my god, I'm literally at negative HP, and the boss is surprisingly low as well. This is not great. Please finish him off. Do something good, please, Camellia. Oh my god. There we go. That was not stressful at all. Now, don't worry about the timer on this one and the fact that Sanhua is not alive, because we still did it. That's the Camellia team done. So I guess we can just use Lynae in the second half of this. I mean, it's got Glacio enemies, which kinda sucks. But then again, I could use a different team for this first one and then use my Lynae and Carlotta team for this second one. Or I could just use it over here where I could actually probably do something, which sounds more achievable, so let's do that. We're going to use Carlotta, Lynae, and then I guess we could just use Shorekeeper. I'm not 1000% sure if this is like the most optimal team. I know Lynae works best with other characters that I currently do not have. So I guess this works. We just put my best support in Shorekeeper with my new support, Lynae, and use Carlotta because she's really the only character that Lynae can help on this account. I think she can help Shang Liao, but I don't entirely remember how he works, nor would he be built at this point, I believe, because I only really used him when I was first starting this game and I got him for free. Now, what kind of damage is she doing? I don't imagine particularly. There's a bunch of 4,000s, I think, which, you know, isn't the biggest. It was a lot of 4,000s though, so it probably was maybe 50, maybe 1,000. I don't actually really know, but it would have been okay damage. Obviously, this is where majority of Lynae's damage happens. Because I kind of want to try this out, for this run, we're going to swap Carlotta out for Chisa. And I want to try to see if I can get that big Chisa burst damage. Because I believe Chisa's burst is still considered burst damage. If it isn't, that kind of sucks. But I still kind of want to see if I can get Chisa to do big damage. So Lynae rotation, then we swap to Chisa and I do some of her stuff and then just burst. And we do 90,000, so something didn't do something. What does her skill do though? 79, which isn't bad. We can do a fast enough rotation to get Shorekeeper's intro, which is good, because normally I never get that, because I use S6 Camellia with her, and I have to do 2 full rotations of Camellia, so Shorekeeper's intro buff is well and truly gone by that point. Well, I mean, it actually, honestly, kind of performs better than Carlotta, but we won't talk about that. But then again, Chisa has a signature weapon, which does help. So I'm going to use it again. Well, I mean, I can't say it's like the most optimal team in the world, but it's relatively fun. 100,000 there, so don't know why that's doing more, because I did everything the same, but sure. There is absolutely no way we are 3-starring this. I mean, you never know. Tune break damage could go crazy, which not really. So let's try that again with Carlotta. But I will say, Lynae is doing good things. We are seeing more damage, I think, from people. Oh my god, I forgot I didn't put Carlotta on a weapon. She did 17,000. Oh my god. Yeah, we're leaving that. We need to get you on a better weapon that isn't a level 1 training pistol. And because I don't really have any other options, Nova Burst can be your... Actually, no, we could probably just swap Lynae and Carlotta and just run Lynae on the slightly worse weapon for now and have Carlotta on the good DPS weapon. So Lynae's damage will be less here, but Carlotta's should hopefully be more. That's a lot nicer. 40,000, 25,000, and this big hit does 90,000, which is actually less than Chisa, which is interesting, but I believe total rotation damage, Carlotta will do more, or at least I hope so, because she's actually a DPS and Chisa is more of a sub DPS. 65,000 though from that attack was actually pretty good. That's more than she was doing before. Put her on a worse weapon, she does more damage. That makes sense. 56,000 off the tune break though, so that tune break damage definitely went down. And you know what else is going down? That timer, and quite rapidly. This is going worse than before. Aha, my Carlotta is... yes. I think I need to do work on my Carlotta because a lot of characters have been buffing her recently, and she's not really doing anything. Ooh, that's not very good. Ooh, that's also... Ooh, actually, that's not bad. We'll take that one. Okay, okay, you know, I see why my Carlotta's not doing damage. Those are some pretty garbage echoes. I should definitely get around to fixing that at some point. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you like this video, do go check out the Lynae pulls over on Pistols Only we did. They went just about as bad as these pulls, to be fair. But with that being said, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.